data shouldn't be the default strategy position in strategy. And like you explain through the teachings of Aristotle, that 100% of data, 100% of all data is about the past.
Yes.
Now, can you just spend a bit of a moment framing this?
Sure.
Please?
Sure, you've learned it well. Yes. So the tricky thing about data is 100% of it is in the past. As of the time you analyze, it's in the past. Otherwise, it wouldn't exist yet. We have no data about the future. And the interesting thing is, in your statistics course that you would have taken as part of your business education, you are taught by a statistics professor who will totally drive into your head the importance of having a representative sample of data. If your sample of data is not representative of the universe, it is dangerous to make assumptions. So if you were saying, I'd like to figure out what people kind of care about in their electric vehicle in Australia, how Australians think about electric vehicles, then you go out and interview a bunch of men, or just interview a bunch of women, or interview a bunch of young people, or interview a bunch of old people and say, well, this is what Australians think. Right? The statistics professor would go crazy. They'd say, Andrew, you're out of your mind. You can't extrapolate what men think into what Australians think, or what women think into what Australians think. You needed a random sample of old, young, rich, poor men and women. If you want to know what men like in an EV, good on you. You've done it. So they teach you that. So then you go to your finance class, or your marketing class, or your strategy class, and they say, well, you got to make your decisions based on data analytics, right? Yeah, otherwise it's a bad decision. So make sure you're doing rigorous data analytics. And so you're doing a strategy class or a marketing class, and you go out and do analysis of the data. It has to be representative. But you're determining your electric vehicle strategy for when? The past? No, that's already happened. So you don't need a strategy for that. What do you need a strategy for? The future.